Hit Adventures Abroad and HIP, Hunting Indiana Predators. Today I'm going to go over batteries. When you go to hunting coyotes at night, you need batteries. You got to have some type of battery for your light, whether it be a flashlight, a IR light, your night vision if you're running night vision. The old school way, we used to run red and green lights with the regular scope. But with today's technology and the night vision, as affordable as it is, it pays to switch. If you can afford it, please switch to night vision and minimum, if not thermal, if you can afford them high dollar ones. Not saying that a high dollar thermal or a high dollar night vision is necessary. This particular night vision right here is $500 and up. For new, you can buy refurbished for about $380. And you still get warranties with them through the factory if you order straight through the company. We've been hunting Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, and today is Friday, Christmas week, and we called in 11 coyotes in 3 nights, killed 1. We missed 5. That was on us. We just had some bad shooting skills. Last night we called in 2 and got 1 of the 2. We were running, I'm running the ATN 3x14 X-Sight HD. The guy that was with me last night's running a Sightmark Photon. And my oldest son is running a same scope as this, the 3x14. My other son's running a Sightmark Wraith. All 3 of the scopes are amazing. They work. We've seen coyotes at 500 plus yards away with them. Last night was the guy's first time ever calling in a coyote. He's killed coyotes out of the deer stand. They used to run them with dogs. Last night was his first called in coyote. His scope is clear as a bell through that. Now he's got to upgrade his IR. His IR is a factory IR, and most of your factory IRs you're limited with. If you want to upgrade, you got the double XL Reaper light from Predator Tactics. You got Wicked Light, and you got Sniper Hog Lights. There's some other companies out there. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but I went with the Hog Light. I got the 66 LRX. It does amazing. I got the 940 IR, which is designed for 3rd generation, is what I've been researching. The 850 IR from Sniper Hog Light is basically for 1st and 2nd generation. The 3rd generation IR does work. I have no problem seeing. But with all that being said, we got to have batteries. Our electronic collars, if you're running them, they got to have batteries. Your remote's got to have batteries. This IR, this light, this scope, they all got to have batteries. Dave, the guy that was with me last night, up until last night, he was buying Duracell batteries, and he wasn't making 20 minutes with his scope running. He wasn't making 20 minutes a stand without having to change the batteries. He changed those to the Energizer Max batteries. He was getting about 2 stands roughly there, and then he would have to change those. Well, we finally talked him into buying the Energizer Lithiums, the silver and blue batteries. And I can't tell you how much that saves you. They're expensive to start with, but for not going through the amount of batteries that you would go through, it saves you money. He ran 10 stands last night with those lithiums. Never changed them one time in 10 stands. The 2 nights before that, he went through a dozen batteries a night. Now, mind you, our nights run from about 8 o'clock to about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's a big difference. When it comes to buying these batteries versus these batteries, you spend for 12, you can get them for $16.50. You can buy probably 20 or 30 of these for about $9. But you're going to go through that whole 20 or 30 of these where you won't even go through 12 of these. The lithiums is all I use in my trail cameras and all I use in my collar, because I've changed my batteries in my collar twice this year from calling. That's it. Now, mind you, that's from January to December. I went through 20 batteries, 24 batteries, 28 batteries all year. Spent $34, $35 the whole season running these Energizer lithiums. I can't complain. Now, mind you, there's rechargeables. There are good ones out there. And another friend of mine runs the rechargeables, especially in his light. He runs these Kentleys. Now, these are about, I'm going to say for a pack of 4, I think they're about $30. But this is all you'll have to have. You continually recharge them. I think he's had these particular batteries for maybe a year or two. I love these batteries. They're awesome. So as soon as I'm capable and able, I'm going to buy these Kentleys. I'm going to buy the rechargeables. I'm going to stop buying actual AA batteries. He also runs EBL in his collar. They're rechargeable. You can get any of this stuff offline anywhere. Just look up the name, look up Amazon, whatever. Batteries Plus, if you got a Batteries Plus store, you can get any of them. Now, our lights run these 18650s 3500 batteries. These are rechargeable. This is what runs in my Sniper Hog Light. Can't say enough about Sniper Hog Light. I just love their service, just their quality of product. I just love the whole thing about it. Those batteries are rechargeable also. What would be nice is if our call makers, all of them, Isotech, Fox Pro, all of them, it would be awesome if they would build their calls around these batteries, so we can use these type of batteries with our light and with our collar. Now, it'd be great if our scope guys could do it, but these batteries are a little big for this scope. So I understand why the AA's for the scopes, they're trying to get them smaller, more compact. And if you run something like these EBLs and these Kentleys, you will have no problem. I run 7 hours with these batteries last night, and at the end of the 7 hours, it was dimming, and I couldn't see past 5 power because of the clarity. Otherwise, I have no problem. Up until 5 hours into the hunt, I have no problem seeing 14 power out, focus, everything. We run a lot of different things. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. This is what we run. I run a Savage 6.5 with the Tamer. I can't say enough about the Tamer Creed Distress. The man got me hooked up on it, and for not half it's a compensator. It saves your ears. It saves your ears tremendously. It makes your gun heavy a little bit, but I just love it. My Savage 6.5, I can't, it's a tack driver. I'm just a Savage fan. So if you're getting into night hunting and you're not running your green and red lights and you're wanting to run night vision, even your thermals, they take batteries. So you got to have an assortment of batteries and go spend the money and buy the good ones to save yourself a headache while you're out in the stand. There's nothing worse than on a stand and you've got a coyote within range and your scope goes dead. Tuesday night, my two sons missed two coyotes. One ran off to the left where I was at. I was on the coyote, following it, was going to take the running shot. Just as I pulled the trigger, my scope went dead. That was my fault. I did not charge my batteries completely. I was zeroing in the gun during the day, and I put the batteries on about 2 hours before we left. Not realizing, not even thinking, the batteries didn't last the full 7 hours because they weren't fully charged. Had I had them fully charged, maybe I'd have shot that coyote, maybe not. I felt comfortable with everything, but with the scope going totally black, I couldn't tell you what I hit or what I didn't hit. So if you're going to get into this, just do what you can afford. Buy some very good equipment, a little here, a little there, and have fun. It's what it's all about, having fun. So if you have any questions, you can get a hold of us at Hit Adventures. You can get a hold of us at HIP at Hunting Indiana Predators. I got several guys out here that Team Zombie, Keith Couch, all them guys, Creed Distress, Brandon Campbell with Predator Reapers, Extreme Predator, all them guys, Heath Baker, Jason Brooks, all you guys, thank you for what you do for us. You guys are very informative. I've learned a lot over the years. Randy Anderson was one of my first. Rick Paulette, the maker of the Revolt, man's amazing. He caters to us. He takes care of our needs. His service is amazing. Between Randy Anderson and the Verminators, I learned so much when I first started this in 1996. I bought their hand calls. This one here is a Randy Anderson Primos, but it's based off of the Dan Thompson design. MFK, Tori and them guys are awesome. They're champions. They're that way for a reason. Can't have enough calls. Redbeard Calls, Jason Brooks, phenomenal call maker. These are all handmade, custom calls. I love them, use them, and like I said, I've had more calls than I have right there, and I've lost that many calls. So just enjoy yourself. I was frustrated for a long time, and we weren't calling in coyotes. We were having a bad year. From October till November, we may have called in 8 coyotes. Heard a lot, seen a lot, but nothing close. We did miss, out of those 8, I think we missed 6. Malfunctions on the gun, the person, miscommunication. It's just, you got to be a team and click. And we just weren't that way. But we're getting there. We're working our way into it. This last month, we've been calling the coyotes up. Haven't been shooting them because we can't hit a bull in the ass. But hey, it happens. So we got to hone our skills, get it done, and keep going. So y'all have a good time. Enjoy. And thank you.
Are you